carved in stone divine. It's all about your top four, nothing more. Rushmore show kicking down the door, ranking the icons, the greats we adore. It's all about your top four, nothing more.
This is the Rushmore Show, where it's all about your top four and nothing more. What's up, guys? I see two people in the chat. Say hello as you come in. We got a great show for you tonight. As you can see, I'm by myself again, Han Solo. This time, Ben isn't here with me, but I do have some great people. And there he is. Girl Dad is in the chat. So if you see the chat, say hello to Andy. Andy is saying hello all the way from Argentina. Yeah, Andy is out there doing missions in Argentina, building churches, planning ministries, hanging out with an amazing set of leaders and servants of the church out there in Argentina. And Lord, I just hope that you are moving in such an amazing way for Andy, through Andy and his team. We'll pray for them in just a little bit. But man, cosplay for Christ. Hola, well, 150. Say that again, 150 salvations this week. Praise the Lord. PTL, cosplay for Christ. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm going to send you a wrench. And I just want to let you know, cosplay for Christ. If you haven't found out about this book yet, I'm putting all Christian creators in this book that are geeky, nerdy, whatever. And I think you might actually be in here. Give me 2 seconds. Andy, what'd you say there? What'd you say? I have put, I think 130, 140 people in here. Let's see. Cosplay for Christ. Christian. Cosplay for Christ right there. Bang. You guys are in the book. So awesome. But hey, I'm going to send you a wrench. We make our way back tomorrow. Won't be home till Sunday, till Saturday. I mean, I think I submitted. Yes, you did. And I'm sending you a wrench right now. Thanks for coming in. We like to call everybody that is new the Summit Squad. If you're out there lurking, welcome in. If you're new, say hello, because this is for you, the Summit Squad. The reason we do that is to let everybody know that you are a part of our family now. Just, we'll send it out. It is that easy. The Summit Squad is what we call the community. And every week, every Thursday, except next week, which is the first time in almost 4 years. This is episode 197. We haven't missed in 197 weeks. Next week is the first week we're going to miss. We will put some content out, not actually a show, but we will put some content out, and you guys will be a part of this thing going forward today. And just leave your top four. And today our episode is, if you haven't read already down below or on the thumbnail, we are talking Thanksgiving sides, which is next Thursday, and why we are missing. So cosplay for Christ. Here it comes. You are official. You are now a standard moderator. 7 people in chat. Say hello. Hit the like button. The like buttons are the most important thing, by the way, guys, when we're live. Because once the live's over, however many likes are out there, it depends on about how many people it gets sent to. Girl Dad says, got a roll, about to eat some ice cream to celebrate last night. Hey, man, we love you. Be safe. Can't wait to hang out with you again. And I'll be in Louisiana next week, so hopefully we get to hang out. So love you, brother, and be safe getting home. Now, with that being said, what do we have going on? Next week, we're off, but we do have 3 episodes in December. It may look a little different because at Christmas, we've got to make a decision on how we either stay here on StreamYard or move forward and move on to the next kind of thing. But we have 3 episodes. We got Justin Toops, who's coming on, and he's going to do our top 4 foods you hated as a kid and like now. Then we have Super RPG Life along with Dusty Flotilla. Those are 2 video game guys. They're coming on to do top 4 meals in movies that were the star. So if you can think of a movie that had a really big meal moment, that's what we're talking about. 9 of you in the chat now say hello. Don't go nowhere. Our record is 41, by the way. Let's get that thing to 41. Then we're going to finish it off with episode 200 with Andy's youth from one of his youth from his church, Alexis and her new husband. We're going to do top 4 soda. A couple things. Fantasy football is rolling. My team's on a 5-game winning streak. Andy is on a losing streak. That scene is iconic. The steak from the Matrix has got to. Okay. Welcome in, Agent Smith. Of course, it's got to have a Matrix vibe. You're here. But thanks for being here, dude. That's a couple weeks in a row, and we love you for it. So I know you guys don't necessarily want to hear me talk and chat. So I think we should get our guest out here. Both of these guests are brand new to the community as far as being online. One of them has been in the chat quite a bit over the last few months, and another one has been at our conventions quite a bit. So I'd love to introduce you to both of these guys. So let's get going. We are going to do, in honor of next week, our top 4 Thanksgiving sides. Now, this is going to be polarizing. I know it. So let's get it. Here we go. All right. It's November. I can't believe it's November, guys. We are already in November. And one of the things you guys can do, I see 6 of you. All of you should have a wrench unless you're lurking and you haven't said hello. If you got a wrench, drop your channels in the chat. Also, let's say drop what the plans are for Thanksgiving. Are you going home for the holidays? Are you staying where you're at? Are you cooking? Are you the host? What is the plans for Thanksgiving this year? Me and my family, like last year, are going to take the 7-hour trek home to Louisiana, Southeast Louisiana, and we will spend time with the family for Thanksgiving. We haven't been going back for Christmas in several years, actually. So Thanksgiving's kind of been the one that we go home. But let's get our guest out here today. First guy I want to introduce is, longtime friend, reconnected through social media. Social media is so awesome, right? But longtime friend. This is one of my buds from the street, man. Like literally, we didn't grow up necessarily in the hood, but we did grow up kind of next to the hood. But we played out in that road like nobody's business. We were making games. We were getting chased by dogs. We had a little club. And look, I jokingly told this to the other guy. This is probably my first black friend of all time. I know that's silly, but he really is. And I love the guy to death. I am excited to have him on the show. This is my buddy, Warren. Welcome, Warren Clark, to the stage. Warren, what is up, homie? I love to see you.
Man, what's up? Happy to be here.
Yeah, man. Oh, man, we had so much fun. Let me get this other guy out here, and we're going to talk it up. We're going to chat up some food. So this next guy that we got coming out, he is a chef. He's a comedian. He is from New Orleans area. We met him at Louisiana RetroCon. We've seen him at the convention stop several times. Just loved him at the booth. He's just been so encouraging. And I asked him, I said, man, do you ever want to be on the show? He was like, absolutely. We finally lined up the stars and the planets. And obviously, we're doing food, so we got to have the chef on, right? So welcome to the show, our buddy, Eliot Smith. Come on down. You're the next contestant on the show. All right.
What's up, man?
What's up? So look, Warren, while Eliot is Eliot and Warren, I kind of said some things. I tell these stories, and I know you're not always in the chat, but whenever you do, I kind of reminds me. But I have talked about you probably at least once a year since you were 8 years old, because it never fails. It never fails. We either talking about just when you're little kids. We invented. We are the only sole proprietors and owners of kick point and pass point.
Yep.
And we started the kick point, pass point game. And basically you throw a ball over the telephone wire. And if you caught it, it was 1 point. If you missed it, it was 2 or whatever for the other guy. And we would play this. And one game it was pass point because it was throw. Then we played kick point where it was kick. And man, we would play that game, I don't know, 1 million times in the road, man.
Yeah.
Man,
and argue about it.
Huh?
Oh, they'll argue about it. Oh, no, you didn't get that one. No, I saw it at the ground.
Bro, so Warren lived about 4 houses down from me. I tell this story quite a bit, Warren. I have an affinity for peanut butter and vanilla ice cream, and there was a old lady that lived in between us. Well, first, right next to me was Rusty and his sisters, Shanda and Charla. Rusty and they lived next to me, and then next to them was what was her name? Miss gosh, I knew her name. I had it. What was her name?
I haven't seen it in so long. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm gonna think of it in a second because
I remember the dog though.
Anyways, it was an older lady. She didn't really have any grandkids that were ever coming around. They came around very. Her Bridget was her oldest her granddaughter, and she had kids. She's probably like my sister's age or whatever, and she had a dog that was the terrorizer of the neighborhood. Listen, if you ever watched Sandlot, we had the beast. We had the beast, and his name was Gaston, and he was Gus, and Gus was a full-on slobbering English bulldog. He was white and brownish red, and this dog would, and he would jump up. I am not lying to you. Warren is my witness. He would bite the top of the fence and yank that bad boy down, and the whole fence was gnarled in, like because he was trying to bite. Well, one day we were in the backyard of Rusty's house. That's the one between me. And we said, all right, we challenge you. You got to run and jump that fence and run through Gus's yard and jump over into Warren's yard. That was the goal. And
Warren, I would have never made it to your house. I would have took the sidewalk, buddy.
Warren, let me tell you, Warren was terrified of Gaston. Terrified.
His name is Gaston.
His name
he would
Gaston.
mainly only bark at me, though.
Yeah, because he didn't like black folk.
He would mainly only bark at me. That's why I was scared of him.
And listen, hey, Cannon, my son's there. Hey, Fox, listen, Gus was a mean sucker. And listen, we challenged Warren. It was me and probably Jeff and probably Billy and I don't remember all the people.
I think Nick was there too.
Nick was probably there. We had so many kids in that neighborhood. And we said, all right, Warren, you're going to run across this yard and you're going to jump across that fence. Let's see how fast you can do it. And he was like, heck no. And man, you know how peer pressure is in young kids. We finally talked him in. We talked the token black kid to go run after a dog. And listen, Warren, I never seen Warren run so fast. His feet didn't even touch the grass. He was gone. And look, he hopped over that fence. And I am not kidding. I say this to people all the time, Warren, and they think I am lying. This dog broke the fence.
Yeah.
He broke the gate.
Clean through the fence.
And he went through the gate and broke that junk. And Warren went running down because Warren didn't have a fence. He didn't have a fence. He went running down the neighborhood and he tripped over the oak tree roots. He fell down on the ground like this and freaking out. And Gus run up and started licking this dude in his face. I am not kidding. You thought
all the time he just wanted to be my friend.
We were going to the hospital. You thought, oh, Miss Blanchard. Miss Blanchard. That was her name. Miss Blanchard.
Yes.
And
I remember the mailbox now.
Warren's done. So this is right there when you're watching the movie. This is when the narrator comes in. And on that day, we lost Warren. But then it shows the next scene, and that dog was
Yeah.
just playing. And look,
Love
nobody
me.
was never scared of Gaston again.
He never barked at me again after that.
Like,
That's
this
wild.
dog just wanted to play with
Yep.
us this whole time.
That's it. He just wanted to play.
Warren,
It's crazy.
Gus Young.
But before that, if you would have saw how this dog used to bark at me, like you would have thought this dog literally wanted to kill me.
Yeah.
Like he said, peer pressure, that pressure would have never reached me, my peer. At all.
So, hey, me and Warren go way back. And then I guess we tried to figure out, Warren, about 8 years old, you moved across town to grandma's house.
Yes.
And then we ended up going to high school together. But by then, ran in different circles. So we said hello. We were buzzed, but not like best friends anymore. And then we reconnected. You know, this Facebook, this thing, like we just see each other. So we, you know, a little like here and there, mutual friends. And he showed up in my live one day, and I was just so excited. I was like, man, Warren, oh my gosh. So that's why Warren's on the show today. Talked him into coming on. This is his first time. He's a little nervous, but it's going to be a fun time because you can already see we have good chemistry. So, Eliot, what I want you to do now is I want you to tell everybody, like, why food? What you got going on? Tell us about InfoMux. Tell us about your channel. Tell us about your comedian side work, your chef work. Why? And you're up first today. So tell us about your show, and then we'll get started.
All right. Well, first of all, my name is Eliot. I'm known to the world as Chef 24/7. I am a comedian, an entrepreneur, and I am a self-taught chef. I've been cooking since the age of 6 years old. My mother was born with kidney issues, and she was a dialysis patient for 22 years before she passed. But her and my aunt taught me how to cook, and my goal was to cook like my great aunt because that was the best cook I've ever met. And for over the years, I've worked with several big-time chefs. I've traveled as a comedian. It's something I've always did. It kind of helped me to cope through life after I lost my dad. I'm a huge wrestling fan. I'm actually what they call a promo artist. Imagine battle rapping, but wrestling promos. I love to laugh. I love to have a good time. Y'all can follow my page on YouTube. It's InfoMux Media. It's INFOMUX Media. And you might wonder what the name means. When I used to rap, it actually means inform us or information lost, but that was a deeper meaning. But anyway, I'm from Gonzales, Louisiana, but I grew up in Kenner, New Orleans area. As I like to say, I lived along the I-10 stretch. And I just love just having fun. I love interacting. I love talking and meeting with people. I'm overall just a big guy that just like to have fun, and we here to talk about some food. So I'm about to talk about all the stuff I wish I could eat because now I have GERD. So now I have to watch some of these wonderful things that I miss so much, but I think about it every day.
Yeah, well, let me pull you back out here. I was getting your channel to post down here. Oh, Waves and Games. What's up, bro? Love Waves and Games. Waves and Games was on the show. He was on the show for extreme sports movies. And what a great channel Waves and Games is. He does video games, he does live streams, and he does a little video game challenge. So if you like to play video games, go check out Waves and Games. And Waves and Games, drop your channel while you're here. It's good to see you here. And man, his name's Peter. And Peter, we are glad you're around. I cannot wait till you're actually on the show again. So let's plan that. With that being said, before we get started, and Eliot, you're going to be up. You're going to tell us your criteria, and you're going to tell us about your Rosie. Rosie's your number 4. But Waves and Games, next year, we're starting a new format. We are abandoning the food, nostalgia, and sports as a series. We're going to influx them into the other 3. But we've seen that most of our fans and our friends are in the video game world and in the movies and TV. So we're going to do video games for 2 months, music for 2 months, and then movies and TV for 2 months, and then that's the 6-month schedule. And we're going to repeat that again for the second 6 months of the year. Our video games, it's pretty much booked for January and February, Peter. But if you want to come on for music, movies, and TV, or the second set of video games, we would love to have Waves and Games again. And Fox, same with you. I see you there. Would love to watch that again. I'm seeing you guys. Extreme sports movies, Waves and Games. Have you watched Eddie the Eagle movie? That is a great movie. Waves and Games, good to be here. And yes, let's plan that. I will send you
started already.
I'll send you a DM. Let's plan for whichever one you want. And you can do multiple too, Peter. Fox Play says my top 4. We're coming in hot. Now wait, this is sides. So just sides. You dropping ham, that's kind of like main course. But hey, you bring him ham, I guess you're going to side it because the turkey's probably your main course. But green bean casserole, stuffing, and pumpkin pie. I'll tell you on my criteria, I am eliminating turkey and ham, and I am eliminating all the desserts. That's just me because that's not the sides that I'm looking for. But if you guys on the panel or in the chat want to talk those up, it's your list. It's your top 4. I mean, heck, some of y'all might be just eating pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving. That's your jam. So
I actually love a good pumpkin pie.
I love a good pumpkin pie.
Sounds good to me.
Let me tell you something.
I wouldn't be mad at it.
Let me tell you something. Don't threaten me with a good time when it comes to pie. I love some pie. You hit a top 4 pie already, and pumpkin did make it.
Look,
hey, just tuning in, but we hear Triple Play Torado is Isaac.
What's
you
up?
Changed your name to your official name. Jessica. Ooh, look, Jessica, we were at St. Tammany CollectsCon this week, and I miss seeing you. Evening, fellas. The real life perspective, that's Sean. Thanks, guys, for saying hello. Mac and cheese always hits. I'm going to tell you a little bit about mac and cheese on my turn when I talk about criteria. But devil ham, baked spaghetti, baked spaghetti is slaps. Baked yams with marshmallows. Evening, fellas. I just realized Agent Smith was asking about skiing movie, not Eddie the Eagle, the NRA guy. That's hilarious, Waves and Games. Yeah, he's talking about that skiing movie. Well, let's get started. So, Eliot, you're up first. We talk criteria. Why are you going to pick these 4 tonight? And then we call him Rosie, the first one. So give us your criteria.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
come here.
Move my
Retro Cannon, my son. So everybody go friend and like Retro Cannon. Here he is. He's got his own channel.
What's
Let
up?
me show y'all right here. Well, let me zoom in. So this is our little flyer for the conventions.
Okay.
This is our side, and then on the back is Andy's Girl Dad and Retro Cannon. Yeah. Oh, Girl Dad and Retro Cannon. This is his channel. You guys go follow both of those. And
about to do it right now.
He uses this book, and he only has about 12 videos, but he has like 135 people already. But he is he's going through this book and showing how to play the old games we love, Warren and Eliot, from when we were kids. He's playing them for the first time. So like Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, and we're gonna go through this whole book. And we're gonna go through this whole book. And I tell you, we should already be done with this book. We said we were gonna do this a long time ago, and we have pushed it off way too long. We got to get on some videos.
I'm gonna tell you now, I'm retired, but I'll give you a challenge in some Street Fighter, buddy.
No, we haven't done that yet. So we're gonna do some ripping cards. He loves to rip cards like packs. He does that on his channel too. But let me come back. Love you, buddy. See ya. Now, Eliot, you're up. Tell us your criteria, and then tell us the first pick's going to be Rosie. Rosie is number 4. So you're up.
So, guys, my criteria for my 4. First of all, just to let you know, I'm a big man, so I love food, and I'm 40 years old, so there's been at least 39 good Thanksgivings that I've enjoyed, complete with a whole bunch of desserts and snacks from several different houses until I passed out and literally wanted to boycott Thanksgiving one year. So these foods have to not only fulfill the soul, the body. It is Louisiana at its best, and it's sometimes, honestly, it's kind of our weird foods to find on Thanksgiving, but you gotta have them if you come into a Louisiana spot.
Oh, I
So
love it. All right. So your first pick, we ranked the mountain and kind of in our own order. I think the presidents might get upset with us because they might think they're in the wrong order. But we got Roosevelt at 4. We call him
Okay.
Rosie. So what is your fourth favorite? Your fourth favorite side of all time, Eliot?
the number 4, the Rosie themselves, you gotta have mac and cheese, but I gotta explain it. It has to be spaghetti, macaroni, and cheese, and it has to be baked properly. It has to be at the Thanksgiving table. I gotta have it on my plate.
Oh man! So tell me, what? I mean, you don't have to give the whole recipe out, but tell me what does the bake that the appropriate way mean? Is it twice baked?
Easy. It is literally easy. There are multiple ways people make it, but the way that I'm used to it, you get your cheese. Some people use Velveeta. My mama used real cheese. My wife used sliced cheese. You're cooking your spaghetti noodles. Once your noodles all cooked, drain them out. Throw your cheese in with like a half a cup of milk and about a tablespoon of butter. Let it cook up. Pour that in the pan. Put some cheese on the top. Throw that bad boy in the oven, and let it cook for about 20 to 30 minutes till it get that nice golden crisp at the top and that little bubble. Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Jessica says yes, it has to be baked properly. Thank you for adding that.
Yes.
Fox says I feel like I'm missing out. We never had mac and cheese for Thanksgiving. You ain't had Thanksgiving yet, then? What is?
Sir, I'm big boy certified. I'm about to teach you.
Yeah, I've never been to a house that didn't have mac and cheese.
What exactly are you celebrating? You can't have a lot of thanks if there's no giving of the mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They just give it.
Did Triple Play say macaroni is the Tom Brady of Thanksgiving?
Yeah. So Triple Play says you're still in your prime. You're in your Adam Tom. Wait, you're in your Tom Brady Bucks era. I think he's talking about what we were talking about before and some of the stuff. By the way, I skipped a few people, not on purpose. I hate doing that. Deviled Eggs, Fox, Prime. Good evening, everyone. Prime, we love you to death. Thanks for being here. I hope you have a blessed Thanksgiving, and you are just such a big part of this community. Sean says, I'm allergic to poultry. That is a bummer. So it was always ham and sides for me growing up. I love ham. I love ham until my family started Cajun frying turkey.
Ooh,
bro, the Cajun fried turkey.
Oh yeah, can't go wrong. Yeah,
bro, it's so. Oh my goodness.
Once
you start Cajun frying it, I love fried turkey. I love regular turkey, but when it's Cajun fried, I'm eating the whole thing. That's like.
Oh yeah.
Is it a Louisiana thing? What is it?
Yes.
Mac and cheese is not a Louisiana thing. That is just a grown folks thing.
Ma'am, I ain't gonna say it's an everywhere thing, but in Gonzales or in Kenner or even in Baton Rouge or New Orleans, you gotta have that spaghetti noodle macaroni and cheese baked to perfection.
Now listen, and look, I don't have as much melanin as you two friends, but I know I've been in some rooms.
Yeah.
If you bring some bad mac and cheese to the family dinner,
oh yeah, we lighten you up.
Banned. You banned.
We lighten you up. You can't cook no more.
Get out.
Yeah.
Get out.
Bring plates and drinks next time.
Yeah, you just bring chips and drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right.
Paper plates.
Yeah. So Jessica says she's from Thibodeau, and we've always had baked mac and cheese. Yeah. Triple Play said, no, you said you were 40. Eliot, you said you were 40. And that's what he was talking about. You're in your Tom Brady area, Tampa Bay area. Yeah. Yeah. So is it a Louisiana thing? No, baked mac and cheese is, listen, I don't think Thanksgiving can happen without it. I don't think it can happen without it. If you haven't had it yet, up your game this year. But don't get it out of a box. You got to find it the right way. And look, I am not picky when it comes to mac and cheese. I will eat some Kraft out of a box. Let me tell you, I was poor back in the day. I came with a lot of kids. You show up at my house, got a lot of sisters. My parents didn't gourmet cook it, nothing. So I'm okay with a box. But at Thanksgiving, it better be that special. It's got to be that special.
Yeah, I was just
The
about
key
to say,
ingredient is the
it's
heavy
like the
whipping
Christmas
cream.
snow.
You gotta have some good heavy whipping cream in there.
Yeah,
I can see that too.
You have to have that.
I
See,
feel
we use milk, but I could see heavy whipping cream, or even half and half.
Yes, it cooks better with the cheese. Milk will water it down too much. Heavy whipping cream doesn't have as much water.
Yeah, and see, I know some people they use the butter roux and do it with the milk in
So
there.
you gotta have your butter in there. Your butter helps it stick together, stick to the noodles.
But no, but I'm saying a few people I know they do the butter roux. They do like a roux instead of all the blonde roux.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know. Look, soon as I said baked macaroni, we all at the same table.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we're good with that. So here's the deal. Warren, now it's your turn.
Okay.
Just give us your criteria. Tell everybody kind of like maybe where you're from, kind of why you would pick some of this stuff, or you're a New Orleans, Louisiana native as well. And then you could jump into number 4, your Rosie as well, and share what you got.
So being born and raised in Slidell, I am part Italian, part Creole, part Haitian. I got a mix of everything, but mostly Creole. And every person in my family can cook. Everybody.
No, that's right.
Like we're born with it. So it's just, it's just, seafood, turkey, everything. We don't eat it all, but we can make it taste good.
Nice. So what is your 4th? I mean, like if you only could get 4 sides put on the plate, what is the number 4 that you're going for? Your Rosie.
Gotta have me a bowl of gumbo.
Nice. Now, what's in the gumbo? What's in it?
Our gumbo, you're gonna have some chicken. We're gonna take about 4 chickens, boil them, season them up, and boil them till the meat falls off the bone. You're gonna have your crabs. You're gonna have your shrimp. You're gonna have your oysters. You're gonna have your gizzards. You're gonna have a couple chunks of meat up in there. You're gonna have some good old double D, spicy and mild sausage. And you're gonna have some hot dog weenies in there for the kids.
Oh no, New Orleans all the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, born and raised.
You forgot something. You forgot something. The kitchen sink.
I already know.
You forgot the kitchen sink, man.
Hey, so you season it in the kitchen sink, and that just gives the flavor.
Yeah. So, man, if you are from New Orleans, you gotta have you gotta know how to cook a gumbo. You gotta know, like that roux is very hard to do if you are a newbie. I know our family has burnt a roux more times than I would want to. But I will tell you, gumbo might be on my top 4 favorite foods of all time. Like all time.
I could eat gumbo every day of the week.
And for us, there's a seafood gumbo, and then there's the chicken and sausage gumbo.
Yes.
And then there's the everything gumbo. You just explained it. Everything gumbo. Usually we will we'll kind of gear that towards the audience. So now here in Atlanta, if my wife ever makes gumbo, it depends on who's coming, right? Usually it's a chicken gumbo, a chicken and sausage gumbo, because my kids are not really big fans of seafood. But if there's somebody that wants to come and wants real, or as I say real, but more authentic New Orleans, we'll ask them if they like seafood, and boom, you got to have the shrimp. You could potentially put some oysters, potentially put some other stuff, some crab, some crawfish, some whatever. You get the big claw. You get the claw, the claw of that crab floating in your bowl. That's when you got it right. And then obviously the seasonings is what kicks it off. Now you potato salad in or out? What we doing?
In potato salad in right in the middle.
At first. I didn't. I didn't know nothing about it till I met some of my Cajun people from Eunice. Shout out to
Mhm.
Eunice. And Eunice, they put that potato salad on there. I like, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Once
I
you
will say
try it,
this.
you'll never have it no other way.
I'll say
I agree.
this. I can have it either way, but
Mhm.
if I am very big on more gumbo than rice. That's just me.
Yeah, same
I
here.
agree.
I don't like
You
when the
shouldn't
rice
have
is
that much
overtaking
rice.
it. I don't
Mhm.
want it to be like a casserole. I want it to be more like a soup. So that's
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Hey, so Barry's in the house. Man, what a great dude Barry is. Barry made Andy eat vanilla wafers and mayonnaise. He actually made
Okay.
him do that. He said it was a good meal. And there's a funny video out there that Barry made. No, he didn't make him, but Andy jumped in for the challenge. Barry says, first one is corn salad. The next one is corn salad. The next one is corn salad. The next one is corn salad. Honorable mention corn salad. Did I mention corn salad?
What is
Barry.
corn salad?
Barry. Now, corn
Okay.
salad can be a lot of things. What you got in your corn salad other than corn? What's going on other
Right.
than corn in that corn salad?
Right.
Enlighten
Got
me.
any salad up in there?
Yeah. So, hey, it's a good pick. It's a good pick, Eliot. You love gumbo. How you make your gumbo?
Well, I was going to elaborate a little bit later, but I am a fan of different types. Like you just explained, there's so many different styles of gumbo. And honestly, one of my favorite gumbos is one that I've been introduced recently. I brought up my people from Eunice. I went and visit a church. Shout out to the Rock Church in Praireville. And they will have like dinners and stuff sometimes. So they Cajun. And they bought boiled eggs in the gumbo and
Yeah.
like whole chicken breast
Oh yeah.
in the
Oh
gumbo.
yeah.
And I say, they
Well,
got eggs in here? Oh my goodness. When I tell you
Mhm.
that gumbo was so good.
now here's the thing. I like okra in mine. That's
I
how my
do too.
grandma made it, and that's what gumbo actually stands for. You go old Creole, it stands for okra, but
Right.
it's got a new twist on it. It doesn't necessarily mean okra when you say it now. Now it means
Right.
everything. Now it means
Right.
everything. But like original word was because it came from okra, which is based off of that. And there's old, just like red beans and rice, right? There's
Right.
reasons that is big in New Orleans because New Orleans was a poor area. It was a poorer area. And, red beans and rice was Monday because it was wash day. Gumbo, it would last longer because it was a soup and you could make it for cheaper. And obviously these people learned how to cook on bare nothings and learned how to, season it correctly and build this stuff out of nothing. And people come all over the world to learn chefs to make cheap old stuff. And now
Yep.
they selling these for big pots. And it's crazy. I love New Orleans food. When I go back home, gotta have it. I gotta find a place and go get me some gumbo. I will say this: gumbo is on my honorable mentions today, and I'm going to explain why when it's my turn. But it is my turn, so it is my turn. I'll explain why. So, gumbo's on my honorable mentions. So here's what I'm going to say today. As I was raised, obviously New Orleans. I've got a lot of New Orleans foods, but what I notice a little bit about Thanksgiving is we usually make foods that we don't necessarily have the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Thanksgiving is kind of like this one time that we're going to do this. You're going to kind of show off. And I know that my family, usually everybody brings at least one or two dishes, and they usually bring their one or two dishes that's the best for them. One of my friends, and guys, if you shout this one out, that's fine. And if you shout it in the chat, that's fine. But like mashed potatoes, I love mashed potatoes. I've never met a mashed potato I didn't love. But you're not going to see mashed potatoes on my chat today because I eat mashed potatoes every day. Not every day, but quite a few times a day. So I went something that I'm just going to find at necessarily Thanksgiving more so. And that was kind of like my target. And gumbo, I usually have it once every other week or so, if not once a week. Now that we're in Atlanta, we have it much less. But we do have it. And we have red beans and rice. And all those are good New Orleans foods. But it's not necessarily the ones at Thanksgiving that I'm going, man, I am getting hungry too. I am thinking about that gumbo right now. But let me jump into mine, Rosie, right? And my top four actually is a Southern dish. I only eat this at Thanksgiving. I don't know anybody that makes this except at Thanksgiving. Guys, y'all are from New Orleans. You're from Slidell and Gonzales and Kenner and all that. So you probably know some people that do this all the time. I only get this at Thanksgiving, and my sister usually makes it. But I'm going with the stuffed shrimp merlotons. And
My boy.
man, oh man, oh man.
My
Let me say
boy.
something. Most of y'all don't know what a merloton is, but basically it's a green squash. Kind of looks like a green pepper. They cut that thing in half. They blend it all together, all the flesh and the insides, and they mix it with like stuffings and shrimp and seasonings, and they put that joker back together. I have a picture of it here for all you guys. I just got to upload it because that's what I was doing when I was talking to the guys just a little while ago. I'm gonna show it to you right here. Basically, because most of y'all don't know what this looks like, and that's okay. It's okay that you don't know. Okay, where did I download it to? Maybe it's on the home screen. I don't know. I'm gonna pull it up here in a second while you guys chat it up. But let me pull it up. I'll pull it up while you guys are talking, and I'll show you guys a picture of what this looks like for all my friends not in. You guys know what gumbo looks like. You know what mac and cheese like. This one you probably don't know what it is unless you're from the area. Guys, what do y'all think about some stuffed shrimp merlotons?
Love it.
You ain't see me over here. I got lifted.
I heard you. I heard the. Whoa, I hit the wrong.
I mean, can't go wrong with it.
No, not at all.
Cannot go wrong.
Do you guys have this at yours?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, so for me, my sister makes it. I've never made this. I don't have necessarily a recipe for it, but I will tell you right now, I will eat the whole thing. I will eat the whole pot, the whole pan, the whole whatever she brings it in, the whole casserole. There's usually about 20 or 30 slices of these things because there's a big fan. And I will eat all of them. She better not. They better get them on the first round because I'm coming back, and I just love them, man. I love them. And I can't find the picture. Did I even save the picture? I thought I saved the picture. Oh, well, here we go. Let me see if this will work because it doesn't. I'm gonna share my screen. I got it. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna add this slides and share my screen, and here we go. We're gonna share it right here. Tell me if you see it right now. Coming up. Y'all see it?
Not yet.
Nope.
You don't see it? Oh my goodness! Why are we
Okay,
not?
that
Oh
was
wait.
gold nice and stuff too. They did they think
This is why I need Andy, guys. This is why I need Andy. Andy does all this usually, and he is usually the one that can make this happen. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's just slow.
Send this recipe to yourself.
There you go.
Okay.
It looked nice. It looks. Their picture looks refined. Like
You can tell that was a professional, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the professional stuff. I was just picking one. But hey, look, that's the stuff Merlaton. That is going to be my first half. And I was just trying to find one online. Do you guys make this? Did any of y'all make this?
I have.
Have you made it?
My sister usually makes those.
Oh yeah, my sister is the one that makes this. Oh,
let me click my mom and now my sister.
Yeah, cool. All right, well that is our first round. Our Rosie. Let's see what's in the chat. Let's see what's in the chat. Oh, Kevin's in the house. Yo, 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 Kevin, thanks for being here. I'm so hungry I could eat my watch, but that would be the time. B2 is so silly. He said that's time consuming. But all right, so now you don't have to tell us your criteria, Eliot. You're first now. We call this one TJ Jazzy Jeff. This is your
Jazzy
number
Jeff.
3. It's for Thomas Jefferson. So tell us,
Okay.
TJ, you're up.
Okay. My Jazzy Jeff. Number
Yeah.
3 is Merlotone dressing. See, I know he was that's why I had to hush up.
Oh, yeah.
Bruh.
But that's
So,
different though. That's
yeah, it
different
is
though.
different. So Merlotone dressing is something that my mom used to make. And I don't know all the mechanics because there's one recipe she took to the grave with her. But my sister, the person who could cook somewhat, I'm gonna be nice because I'm on air. She could make it perfectly. So similar concept, you boiling the Merlotones, you cutting them, and it's like you add ham. I don't know what all my mama used to add, but I know when that pan came to the table, I was feral. Like, don't touch it. You can have whatever you want off this table. This is mine. Well, that ain't a nut dish, but that Merlotone dressing, it hit. My mom used to have to make 3 pans. One pan was for me because like it's over with. It's over with. Seriously, I just explained it to my friend today because my mama called them melatonin, but I get confused because they got the medicine called melatonin. I be confused. But because my girl said, I'm gonna get some, I said, oh, you about to make some? She like, no, I'm talking about sleeping medicine. I'm like, oh, but it's something that I miss my mama making. Not too many of my family members made it, but it was definitely on my Thanksgiving table. No matter where I was, I would be by my aunt and I would come home to get that pan. That's how serious it is.
So hold on now. Now, this is a good topic. Bryce is in the chat. Bryce is our good buddy. He has a great video game channel. He's got a couple things going on. It's Blay is another channel. He says we would call dressing stuffing. Well, that's because stuffing and dressing are 2 different things. They're just made similarly.
Yeah.
Actually, one of them actually goes in the turkey, and the other one don't. The other one don't. So you stuff the turkey, right? The stuffing should be in the turkey. The dressing should be dressing the rest of the turkey. Anyway, but that's a whole nother story, Bryce. But there are 2 different kinds. I like both of them, for the record. I like both of them. So yeah. Hey, Bryce said, and Bryce says, so if you have if the turkey actually got stuffed and cooked together, then it's together. So, anyways, I love this pick. I love a stuffing. And the good news is I have one on my Benjamin, and I haven't lost it yet because it wasn't this kind of stuffing. Mine is a little different, and I will call that one out later if it has not been picked by one of you guys. So, this is a good pick. I love this. I don't know that I've had this one, but I can assume it tastes very similar.
Yeah.
It just instead of it being in a like a Merlotone boat, you have
my
all
mama used to clean them, boil them down like almost like a cornbread dressing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And bake it. And when I tell you it was perfection, there's only a few other things that's better than that. But that she always had a small pan because she knew they could have all the cakes my mama made, all the pies she made, all the gumbo, the turkey, all that. That dressing, that's mine.
Yeah. Hey, so we are playing around with the idea. Kirk, my team, the Bills, are playing right now. I know it's your team. It's your dad's team, ain't it? Your dad loved the Bills, Bryce? I'm sorry, Bryce, but I'm going for the Texans for sure, 100%. But they're losing right now, 6-3. Oh, that was a terrible pass. But I'm going to watch the game. That's all right. I'm watching the game too, Bryce, so it's right over my head. So what I was going to say is we are entertaining the idea, Eliot and Warren, of doing a couple devotionals. And we were going to do the devotionals on the 6 topics. And when we did the one on the food, I was just going to make the devotional kind of a recipe book, right? I was thinking today, I was like, man, some of these things we're going to talk about today probably should be in that recipe book because they're top things. And Merlotone dressing, if grandma took that thing to the grave, that's probably one that would be very worthy of making it into a recipe book. But the good thing is that most of them don't make it there because that's how these things get passed down through the family. They keep them tightly knit. So
Yeah.
good pick. I love the pick. Warren,
Thank you.
what is your TJ? What's your number 2? Well, it's number 3 on the mountain, but your second topic, your second one today.
My next one is going to be dirty rice.
Good choice.
Hey,
Let me
you
see
call
good
it
dirty
a lot
rice.
of New Orleans food.
Now,
Dirty
Mhm.
Warren, I
rice.
got a question because I
Yes.
need you to explain to people because some people don't know the difference, and I know you do because we
Mhm.
already on the same wavelength. Explain the
Right.
difference between rice dressing and dirty rice to them.
Well, rice dressing, you're gonna have more than just pretty much your meat and your rice. You're gonna have like you guys said, your cornbread dressing. You might throw some of that in there, or you might have some. Some of us throw crab meat in there to give it a little different flavor. But your dirty rice is gonna mainly be 2 types of sausage, your ground meat, and your seasoning mixed with your rice. No gravy.
Good stuff. Good
It-
stuff. Good stuff.
It's meat and rice, and cooked to perfection.
And you know why I asked that, right?
Why is that?
Because a lot of people think it's the same thing. And it's like
Mm-hmm.
stuffing and dressing. Like I literally explain that often. It's 2 different
Yeah.
things.
Mm-hmm.
To
Yeah.
me, dirty rice. Over here in Atlanta, we don't get a lot of those kind of foods. You got to kind of scratch them up. A lot of times we don't get you go over to a grocery store over there, you'll find the right seasonings, you'll find the Holy Trinity type stuff. You'll get all that. Over here, you have to go and start from, and find all those things like they used to back in the day. And whenever you go to a grocery store here, right? And if it has the boxed New Orleans style foods, it's always gumbo, red beans and rice, dirty rice. That's
Yep.
the 3 that are always right next to each other. Sometimes maybe a shrimp dish or something like that. But a lot of times that's all people in Atlanta think we make, right? I mean, unless they've been to New Orleans, they're like, oh, y'all eat that gumbo, y'all eat that red beans and rice and that dirty rice. And I'm like,
Mhm.
way more than that. I mean, that's kind of some of the staples. But yeah.
Also, a lot of people from outside Louisiana mix dirty rice up with jambalaya.
Oh,
True.
and jambalaya. That's the other one. I was like, there's a 4th one in jambalaya.
Yeah,
Jambalaya
they
is
mix it up with
more of a
jambalaya.
tomato base. There's a more of a Reddick base to it, and then
Right,
dirty
right.
rice. Dirty rice is more of just meat,
Mhm.
meat base. But fantastic. Again, this is one of my Benjamins. We have it, but it's something that I eat quite often, or not all the time, but I eat quite
Right.
often outside of Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
So I kind of avoided that one, but it's still a great pick. And I want to come to your house for Thanksgiving when I get down there, because these are some of the things.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Hey, so Agent Smith says, what's pumpkin pie like? We don't get that in the UK. Hey, Agent Smith, do you get sweet potato pie? Because I mean, if you want to know what it's like, that's about the closest thing that's going to get to it. If you get sweet potato
Pretty,
pie,
pretty much think of a pumpkin flavored cheesecake.
kind of like a
There you go.
pumpkin flavored cheesecake. It's like mashed potato. Like if you mash your potatoes, right? If you made that mashed potatoes and made it into like a solid, that's kind of the consistency. Put it in a bread crust, but it is pumpkin flavored. So long time no see. Hello, Bryce. Yeah. So I love pumpkin pie though, especially if it's done right. You're not gonna see that on my list today, but it could be on the guys' list because I just put that in the dessert category. My turn though, and so we're at TJ Jazzy Jeff, and this is where my mac and cheese lands. And listen, this is why I kind of send my criteria. My criteria, mashed potatoes I get all the time. Mac and cheese I get all the time, but not this mac and cheese. This mac and cheese is different. I'm not usually the one making the mac and cheese. I've actually tried to make the mac and cheese a couple times, and they were good, but they weren't worthy enough for me to keep making it. I beg other people to make it now. But all I do know is It's usually a 5 to 7 different kind of cheese type thing. Creamier the better for me. I like creamy mac and cheese. I like lots of like creamy mac and cheese. I don't like kind of the I don't know. I always say curdled, but I don't like when the cheese is chunky. I like it more. I like it more creamy. I'll still eat it chunky. I love cheese. I love period. But if I'm a requesting, because I grew up with fake food a lot, like Kraft macaroni and Velveeta, I like smoother cheese because of that garbage. So I would prefer that. But so it's usually a 5 or 7 layers of cheese, some kind of situation. I don't care what noodles you use. My mom used to use ribbon noodles. My usually somebody's used probably elbow, like big elbow. But the last time I did it, and I love the spaghetti noodles. We always have somebody that makes a spaghetti noodle mac and cheese, which is always cool because nobody really does that outside of Thanksgiving. At least not at my family.
Yeah.
But my probably my favorite is the shells. So the big shells. But anyways, and the mac and cheese that I remember as a kid was more of the ribbons, lots of cheese, heavy whip, lots of butter, and a little bit of breadcrumbs over the top, baked on. Usually twice baked. And the best part, if you've ever watched the Rushmore show, you know, Andy loves this too. The best part is that whatever that jerky of cheese around the outside is, that needs to be sold. That is the best part. I pull that whole thing all the way around and chew on that thing for days. That's my favorite part. But yeah, I'm going mac and cheese as well for my TJ Jazzy Jeff.
So is that a Crushmore?
It is well, we made it differently, but we could definitely shout it out at Crushmore because I mean it is the base.
It's a
So
mac
let's
and cheese.
hit that up. Let's hit that up. You're right. I mean, we just a little bit of different, but the mac and cheese.
Yeah.
It's got to be there. It's got to be there.
But you still get it because it's still that special. It's like I say, it's like that first snow, that special Thanksgiving mac and cheese. You might see it at Christmas, you might see it at Easter, but you definitely gonna see it on Thanksgiving.
Now I won't see. So now here's a polarizing thing. Somebody might call me out on this. When I was a kid, Thanksgiving was a big meal. Christmas was not a big meal at my house.
That's
because
true.
my family, we did like hors d'oeuvres and stuff and like desserts. Christmas Eve, everybody came over to my house for Christmas Eve. Warren, you remember my dad's house? My yard was wall to wall lights. We had family all come over, and Christmas Eve they would come over and we would just really do desserts and like hors d'oeuvre type stuff because on Christmas Day, all my sisters and family went to their family. And I opened presents, and we didn't really do a big meal on Christmas Day. Now Easter, going to Easter, when I was real young, Easter was the barbecue time. I remember barbecue legs, barbecue chicken ribs, that kind of time. And then I don't know when the shift happened. I don't remember this, how old I was when the shift happened. But Easter now is a crawfish boil. And for Easter,
I wouldn't be mad at that.
It's all crawfish out. We're doing a crawfish boil or like a crab boil and crawfish boil, shrimp. So we don't do the big meal for Easter either. It was always that. But I remember growing up when I was little, it was all barbecue. So that's just a side thing. Do y'all do a big meal at Christmas, big meal at Easter too?
So we kind of did the same thing. We used to do we'll do ham or something like that for Christmas, but we'll have gumbo for sure and do like an entree and a couple of sides.
Gumbo was always there, and we did a ham, but it wasn't like a big everybody was over dinner. It was usually
just come and get a plate kind of thing.
Yep.
Easter,
nothing better than them ham sandwiches the next day.
I would say them eggs and grits with that ham.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Now, Easter, my mama did crawfish bisque, like the stuffed crawfish shell bisque.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness.
My goodness, my goodness. I cannot wait to come home and eat some food. All right.
Definitely.
Well, so mac and cheese. So look, that was halfway. We're right at the hour mark, so that's perfect timing. I'm going to jump in and do a couple commercials. We call it commercials, just a little break. Since Bryce is here, Bryce is actually a member of the channel. You can become a member of the channel very easily. It's only $1.99 a month. And when you become a member of the channel, let me zoom into me. When you become a member of the channel, you really are supporting us. This weekend, we went to St. Tammany Collectors Con. Here is the map. This is how many people were at the convention. We kind of get right here in the front as people come in, and right over here is the main stage. Sean Gunn was there from Guardians of the Galaxy. The guy that played Ghostface from Scream was there. Ming Chen. Oh, here's breaking news for everybody that's here, all 7 of you. Ming Chen was there. Ming Chen is from Comic Book Men. You guys know him. He was on the show. He was, he's part of Kevin Smith and all those guys with Jay and Silent Bob. Ming Chen was in Comic Book Men. He was there. He was actually on our show last year. We did a little bit with him where he spun the wheel. And this year he spun the wheel again. I have a new video coming out for that. But what I will say is this year I asked him to be a guest on our show, and coming in our movies and TV, which will be, what's that, January, February, March, April, May or June, we have Ming Chen booked as a guest. And he's going to come on. We'll do a top 4 with him. Really cool dude. So we were hanging out at St. Tammany Collectors Con this week. And we go to these conventions and we actually preach the gospel, guys. We don't preach the gospel at people. We don't do it outside with picket signs. We actually go in, part of the community, love on folks. And I preached on a message that was Guardians of the Gospel. God uses misfits too, just like the Guardians. And I preached on the idea that God He uses everybody, just like he used Moses and David in their mess. But with that being said, if you become a member, you help me and Andy get to these conventions. That's all we really use the finances for. So if you want to join and be a member, what I will do is we will make a commercial for you, and we will play 1 or 2 of those commercials every week here on our show. And today, since Bryce is in the chat as usual, Bryce is one of our faves. We will share Bryce's commercial for you. Everybody go and follow Bryce. Here's Bryce JW.
Bryce JW is a full-time content creator, collector, and streamer, spreading kindness 1 video at a time. From epic Geometry Dash runs and Nintendo streams to game hunting vlogs and podcasts, Bryce leads the Anime Armada, a welcoming, positive community for gamers and geeks of all kinds. No hate, just heart. Join the crew at youtube.com/@BryceJW.
Of course. Hype. Agent Smith with its emoji. Yeah, hype, man. So here's the thing. Super proud of you, Bryce. I saw the kind of shift that you're kind of trying to start to do at your channel. And that reminds me of Christian Creators Directory. One of the things that I like to do is community. And Andy and I love the community aspect of what we're doing. And when we go to these conventions, one of the things is when I meet people that don't know Christ, they don't know whatever, and they see someone like me, 40-something, bearded, looking like Santa Claus man at a convention, what are you doing here? And I start talking geeky world with them. I want them to know that I am just like them and that I fit in. And they ask me, they're like, man, one of the reasons that I am always nervous to be a Christian is because of my fandom. This book is full of fandom. It's full of people that love anime, that love cosplay, that love movies, TV, music, you name it, in the geeky world. You may love Ninja Turtles and still love Jesus. They're in this book. There's over 130 in this book. This is my beta, if you will. I'm going to have these printed out with a nice little cover, and I'm going to hand these out at the conventions. One of the things that the money that you guys being a part of is going to help pay for some of these, to put these in people's hands so that they get to know Christ. And honestly, one of the ways you can do that right here is our website. And you can go to the website and actually see the whole book, and you can drop a prayer request. You can do a whole bunch of other things there. One of the things at the convention this week was the Village Coffee. And if you guys know anything about the Village Coffee is the official drink of the Rushmore show. I had a few cups of Village Coffee this week, and I was so excited. Let's shout out to Cade McAllister and the Village. Here you go.
Let's face it, at-home coffee can be pretty stale. Coffee at home doesn't have to be boring. The Village Coffee is here to deliver the flavor. The Village Coffee roasts coffee every week and sells online. Go to villagebeans.com to order your coffee today and use discount code Rushmore for free shipping.
Caught me eating. So let's do the next commercial, which is our buds up here, Culture Box. And I just got off the phone with them. We're going to do, no, we did them last week. So let's do Retro Rewind Podcast.
Every other week, join the Retro Rewind Pod as they travel back 15 or more years along the entertainment space-time continuum in their mission to review movies and games, establishing what is still worth your time today. Expect fun banter and trivial insights from Francisco, Paul, and rotating guest hosts who are all out of time.
Well, guys, make sure you hit the like button before you guys head out. And one of the things that I want to do is I want to show another one of the amazing creators that is a part of our community. I'm going to share with you guys Iowa Retro Gaming Dad. He's going to be on in January.
Zach, the Iowa Retro Gamer Dad, brings heart, honesty, and heat to retro gaming, collecting, and pack ripping with his son. From tackling addiction and mental health to calling out scalpers and celebrating nostalgia, this channel is where real talk meets real fun. Follow the journey at youtube.com/@Iowa Retro Gamer Dad. And also follow along on Instagram and Twitch.
All right, last couple things before I jump in. One, you guys know I'm doing a devotional. I'm writing a book. Been working on all that. Arcadius is coming on great. I'm about to get that edited. But I worked on the website. I worked on a bunch of things. And some of you guys have messaged me and said that you guys want some of our stickers. Here's our stickers. I have the big ones. I don't have very many big ones left. I have some small ones. If you actually want a sticker, and you haven't met us at the convention, and maybe you want one of our promotional cards, I can email them to you as if you send me your address, DM me, not here. Don't do it here. DM us at our Instagram or on our Discord, and I will send me your address and I will mail you some stickers. Some of my pickups from the St. Tammany Collectors Con that I love. This is one of my favorites. So this was at a booth that I didn't even know were believers, and that's how this thing is awesome. They had this, and it was just in a basket and for free. And so I'm thinking we're going to do something similar to this to kind of hand out, as well as one of the other places, and he's been sitting on my camera, gave away actual little Jesuses, which you guys have probably seen these before. They're little action figured Jesuses, almost like micro machines. I'm thinking we're going to hand out some things like that. My biggest pickup, which I didn't really buy a whole bunch, guys, but I did have to get this because, well, let me lean back right there, right here. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. I'm backwards. Oh, gosh. Right there. There. That is Triple H and Shawn Michaels. That's DX. And then next to him on that same thing right there is NWO. So our Funko guy was like, bro, you got to get this one. So he got it, and I had to pick it up. So he's like, you got to add this to the collection. There is the New Age Outlaws, and that's going to go up there. Eliot said that he was a wrestling fan, and we are too. So let's get back in this show and finish this thing off. Thank you guys for being here. Gotta go. All right, Bryce. Well, we love that you're here. Appreciate you joining us. Now let's join back in to our regularly scheduled programming. Warren had to step out. Now let me put him back in. There we go. All right, guys. So we're gonna finish this mountain off. I am so excited that you guys are here. Appreciate you guys letting me kind of shout out some people. Oh, by the way, the next convention, we are technically in Cajun Con, but I don't think we're going to be there. I don't think we're going to make it. It was kind of last minute. They finally got us in, and my daughter has a camp that weekend with a big college that she wants to go to, and there's another convention down here, which Bryce, I think, will be at. So potentially I'll be at either Game Central Station, which is where Bryce will be with a couple other guys like Arkansas Picker, a couple other folks that I saw were going to be there. Or I'll actually, ironically, Bryce, College of Charleston, if you're still hanging out, is where we're going to be, which is your hometown. So you're going to come here, and I'm going to go there. So, all right. Well, Eliot, you're up. You're up. We call him Link, just like Legend of Zelda, for Lincoln. And this is your number 2, the second best food on your mountain today. What do you have? Let's click you on big. Well, hold on. You're muted. Let me unmute you. There you go.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I was just joking. 4 score and so many Thanksgivings ago, our founding fathers in New Orleans or wherever they was at put together this dish, and it's number 2 because it gotta be there. It is the gumbo. Now,
Gumbo. Hold on. Rushmore. Another gumbo. What's in your gumbo? What's in it?
So
you kind of already said a little bit, but what's in it?
Nah, that's why I waited. So I talked about other people gumbos. I talked about the gumbos I've tried from these people. But at my Thanksgiving table, and you may not hear me talk about cooking a lot, my gumbo will be at the table. And my gumbo is a smoked turkey and beef sausage seafood gumbo. It is delicious. I slow smoke. I get fresh turkey breast. I debone it. I cut it in the middle, fan it out, put it on the grill, but let it slow smoke for about 2.5 hours. Right where it's just perfect crisp, perfect juice. Then I get beef sausage because I try to avoid the pork to a certain extent. Do my shrimp. You gotta have your okra. Gumbo filet, of course, because I gotta keep it Gonzalez. And of course, I gotta have my shrimp and my crabs. Delicious. Man, I've been making this gumbo I made this gumbo for about, I've been with my wife for 12 years. I've been making it for about 10. And it was just me wanting to make a different type of gumbo. I've been making gumbo all my life, but I wanted something different. And the gumbo is delicious. It's light on your stomach, helps my stomach, and it's just a staple in my household. I gotta have it. It's my number 2.
My goodness, I want a bowl of gumbo right now, like nobody's business. Nobody's business. And you know, Rushmore, and I again have it off my mount only for one reason. That one reason is not that it's not at the Thanksgiving table, not that it's not a favorite of mine. It's just something that I have more often. But I do love this twist here, this smoked turkey. That is very Thanksgiving. I love it. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up for sure. So good pick. Good pick. So Warren, do you want to add any conversation since you already talked about gumbo, about his gumbo?
Oh, Pretty much the big difference is the beef sausage and turkey. I never really had gumbo with turkey, but that sounds good.
I just wanted something different. I was trying to avoid chicken at a certain time because I was trying out this thing called type B blood type diet.
Right.
So it was like avoid the chicken, go with the turkey. So I'm like, all right, let me try it. And I was just like, it tastes good, but I want to put it on the grill and smoke it. And it's just been my thing. And I use Richards or Savoy sausage if I'm gonna use beef sausage.
Okay.
That's what they use out here. That's pretty much
Mhm.
equivalent to D&D. If you ain't got that or Verones, get it out the way.
Right.
Yeah. So when we come home, my wife and I, which we'll do this week, we usually visit at least one or two of the more New Orleans, Louisiana leaning grocery stores, like Rouse's or any of those. And that's one of the reasons we're going there, or we go to a meat place or whatever, is to get those specific brands, Richard, Savoy, whatever, and really tap it in because we don't get that here. You're gonna get just regular old sausage. You're not gonna be seasoned right.
Country
But
home.
always pick up some boudin or some just seasonings and some hot sauces. You can get those over here, but not nearly the more intricate. And so that sausage is one of the big ones that you can't get. So I lean in and say yes, absolutely. Yep. And we usually buy it by several pound, like the 10 pound, and get like 2 or 3 of those, and they're expensive. But we put them in the freezer and keep them for whatever gumbos or jambalayas or whatever we're making.
Well, Kirk, I'm gonna give you a tip. If you come out this way and you come towards the Baton Rouge area, hit up High Neighbor. High Neighbor normally sells them like the 4-pound boxes for like $7.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great buy. That's a great buy. But yeah, I agree, man. All right, so Warren, your link number 2. What you got? My
number 2 is I love it's one of those things I get all the time, but it's my staple on Thanksgiving. And that's going to be potato salad.
Oh yeah,
potato salad. All right. So you already had the gumbo. You already told me you're putting the potato salad in. What's in your potato salad?
So you gotta have your good you gotta have some good yellow potatoes, some reds, not a lot, and you gotta have your holy trinity of your chopped seasonings with some green onion. I use sweet and dill relish to balance it out.
Okay.
Gotta have your boiled eggs.
Yep.
And you gotta have your Tony Satchers.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I agree. So are you mustard based or mayonnaise based or something else based?
Both.
There we go.
As you should.
I like a little of both. I don't like.
You gotta have.
I do, but I don't like when it's too mustard. I like more mayonnaise than mustard on the potato salad, but I do like mustard in my salad.
Yes.
I'm not
You only need a little bit,
salad,
probably about the size of a quarter. That's about all the mustard you need.
Yeah.
Because mustard can overpower if you put too much. You gotta know how much.
And some people love that mustard like taste, which I do, but just makes the potato salad a little overbearing, like you said.
Let's say you use
potato salad is a Benjamin of mine. It's another Benjamin of mine, and I love it. But yeah, it's gonna be one of those. It's not gonna make my top 4, but it's definitely a staple at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I agree.
My aunt usually makes it, and it's usually pretty good. I've made it. So since moving to Atlanta, there's a couple things that I've always said, as a dad, I wanted to make, right? I want to have dad's potato salad. I want to have dad's wings. I want to have dad's stuffed bell peppers. We already got dad's French toast. I make a lot of these. And usually I just go online and find what they have, and then I mix with my little bit of knowledge of New Orleans. So then adding certain things, and I've made a couple good potato salads, but nothing like my aunts. You know what I'm saying? So I love going home and getting that. I love red potatoes in it the most. That's probably my favorite. But you can't go wrong with a potato salad, man. Well, you could go wrong.
Yeah, you
Make
can.
Yeah, the
That's
wrong
why
person, it goes very wrong.
It's
it's
a good pick.
definitely in my Benjamins. It's definitely in my mentions because you
Nice.
can mess up a potato salad instantly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna jump in mine. This one here, 1 and 2 for me. Number 1 and 2 could have been either or. And if you've been around the Rushmore show long enough, you know usually 1 and 2 are easy. Now both of these are very nostalgic for me. Look, I love. So in 2 weeks, we're doing a show. What are your top 4 favorite foods that you didn't like as a kid, but you like now? Some of the foods we've mentioned today, or actually most of the ones we mentioned today, I always kind of liked. But some of the foods we may mention a little later, I didn't, right? There's some foods that I just didn't like as a kid. These two were probably taking over most of my plate, and my parents were like, you got to put some turkey or ham on there. You got to do some this. These two are taking up most of the plate when I was a little kid, and I still love them today. So I could have flipped a coin. My first one, though, is I am going with the green bean casserole in the mushroom soup, cream of mushroom soup with the – see, here's the thing. I love green beans. I love green beans. I eat green beans all the time. But only at Thanksgiving do we, for whatever reason, I don't know why my family don't do it all the time because it's so good, but we get the cream of mushroom soaked, bathed in green bean casserole with them baked, fried French onions on the top. Bruh, I'm hungry right now. I eat that whole pan. I remember as a kid, people were like, "You like green beans?" I was like, "Especially if it's this casserole, yes, and more than." So my number 2, my link is going to be a good old green bean casserole. Oh look, Bill Keys in the house. Bill Keys. We got our boy Eliot on today, and then we got my bud Warren on today. Bill Keys is a streamer from the New Orleans area. Great dude. Check him out. So. Oh my goodness, was that a pick six? So they just scored a touchdown and then they pick sixed him. He just 14 points in like 10 seconds. Bills are down 17-9. 16-9 now, I guess. All right. So yeah, Bill, thanks for being here, man. Love you. Can't wait to have you on the show. Warren.
Yes.
Oh, when they called a flag on him, they taking it back. Warren and Eliot. Green bean casserole. What you got?
I actually love green bean casserole. One of the best things, one of the things that get made all the time.
Yes. Yeah.
Especially if you do it right. You can't have it too gooey. Some people make it too gooey and then it mess up the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I've ever had it too gooey or not. I don't make this one. And so everybody that I've ever had, my moms, my aunts, my sisters who's taken it over, I love it. So that's going to be my pick. But I could see where, if it's too mushy or something like that it might not taste correct. But I love just the creaminess of the soup, the savoriness of the beans, and the saltiness and the crunch of those onions. I'm sorry.
Right. I can see that.
Yeah, it just goes together.
Yeah, man, it goes great together. All right, well, that's my pick. Now it's time for the George. That's our number 1 today. Our best. What is the main have to be on the plate? Your number 1, Eliot. You first. We call him the George. It used to be G-Dub, but we kind of ran away from that name not long back. But G-Dub, what is your G-Dub, your George of Thanksgiving sides, What has got to be on the plate, dude?
I'm gonna take off my glasses for this one because
Uh-oh. Now we're getting real.
I have to have a moment of silence for my mother because my mother made this in one of them dishes again. My sister is the only person who I know got this recipe, and I've been trying. I found it in a book, but I don't think it's exactly what my mother made. My number one, my George, and if she was alive today, I would need it, and I have pretty much bribed my sister by boiling turkey necks when I go out there this weekend to get this. My George G Dub is eggplant casserole. I'm telling you, I love me some gumbo. I love me some melatonin. I love me some macaroni. But that eggplant casserole, my mom, it was like pretty much imagine some of the ingredients of a cornbread dressing, but replace the cornbread with eggplant. And the way my mama used to make it, it just made the perfect crust. And like, I don't like cornbread dressing at all. I had bad food poisoning years ago. I can't even stomach the smell. Can I make it? Yes. But see that eggplant casserole, that was it for me. That I had more eggplant casserole on my plate than turkey. And the only reason why I wasn't so feral with it is because I know everybody else loved it just as I loved it.
All right. Well,
I
Warren,
know
what
that
you
was
think
wrong.
about eggplant casserole?
I've never had it.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, I have never had it, but I will. I have had something.
Hey, I'm gonna look for a recipe though.
Hey, let me just tell you.
Look
So-
up River Road Recipes. It's like an old series of books. There's a
Okay.
recipe that's similar to what my mom did.
Okay.
And it is amazing. Like my mama used to put the gizzards in there. She put the
Mhm.
she had the eggplant in there, man. It was
So
heavenly.
I have never had eggplant and liked it. It's too bitter for me. I don't know what it is, but I got a story of why that is. And I probably just haven't had it cooked properly. I not necessarily properly, but cooked the way I like it. What I've learned, so as a kid, I already kind of shared this. My mom was not a great cook. My mom cooked out of a box and a can all the time. My mom was the queen of hamburger helper. My mom was the queen of a crock pot. Set it and forget it. She did not have a ton of really crazy recipes. We often laugh when my mom passed away, which my mom also wasn't the nicest person in the world either. We laughed and joked when she passed away and was like, man, she was such a bad cook. We often would eat burnt food. And here's the thing, my mom would make you eat what she cooked. So I learned to like bad food. I mean, look, and that's just a real thing. I liked bad food. And when I first started dating my wife, she's like, "You want your steak how?" I was like, "A hockey puck. Make that thing hard like a hockey puck." She's like, "Oh hell no, we are not doing that." And so she turned me on to other types of way of eating. And what I've learned is I don't necessarily hate food. I just hate usually the way it was made. Because I can make anything almost now. There's almost every food. I mean, everything from weird kind of bugs and animals. I've had stuff like that being in the military. And I'm like, yeah, this isn't great, but all right, whatever. What I'll say is time I was in the military. I was in the Air Force, and this girl who was in school to be an optometrist. She's actually is a doctor right now up north, I think maybe Ohio or something. And she come down and asked me on a date. And I was like, okay, you're gonna be a doctor, sure, whatever. And so, and I mean, she was attractive. This is before me and my wife got married. This is before I even knew my wife. So, shout out to my wife. Thank you that this eggplant that would not go down right, but she said she was Greek. She was Greek descent, and she was like, "I want to take you to this Greek place." I was like, "Okay, cool, let's go." And she's like, and so when I got there, I didn't know what to eat. And so she's like, my favorite is, it was like an eggplant parmesan or whatever it was. I don't remember what it was, but it was an eggplant something. And when they brought it to me, look, I ate that whole thing. But I didn't like the first bite. And the only reason I ate that whole thing because I was dating this, we were out on a date and I was trying to be nice. I never ate
That's
eggplant again.
crazy.
I never
Now,
really ate eggplant again. Look, when people bring eggplant, I'm like, I don't know. Do you cook it right? I'll take a little bite. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. So if this is as great as it sounds, this is what will probably flip my script because eggplant to me is one of the ones at the bottom tier. So I want to taste it. I want to taste it. I want to see what it's like.
This is the crazy thing. I don't know how to make it. It's almost similar to the Merlotone, but my mom showed my sister. There's certain things my mama showed her, and she know how to make it. It's like it's so much to it, but it's perfect.
Hey, Bud Files, thanks for being here. And hey, look, it's my pleasure. It's one of my proudest moments. Thank you, Eliot Smith. But yeah, I mean, eggplant's just I don't know. It's bitter. It's really bitter. That's all I remember. So, well, I'll have to find me a recipe and see if I can make. I'm willing to try anything. To be honest, I'm serious.
Gotcha.
So I would love to taste it. To definitely.
I'm gonna see how nice my sister is and see if she gonna give me the recipe. I'm gonna see if she make it right first.
Well, if she makes it right, then shoot me that recipe. I won't share it with nobody else just so I can taste it.
Bet. Gotcha.
All right. So, Warren, you said you never had eggplant. So,
I have eggplant, but not
eggplant. But this, you never had this.
Yeah. Like my sister makes lasagna, and instead of regular lasagna noodles, she uses eggplant, and it actually tastes pretty good.
Okay. I mean, I could see that. It kind of has that where it could probably fill in for a pasta. I could see that. It has such a weird consistency, It could kind of fill in. It's kind of versatile. I don't know. It's bitter to me though. So, anyways, you're up, Warren. Wait, yeah, you're up, Warren. What's your favorite? Your George, your number one of all time Thanksgiving sides.
I gotta go with candy yams.
All right.
Yes, to get just a whole plate of just yams.
Yeah.
Marshmallows or no marshmallows?
Both. Either way. But my favorite, yes, marshmallow with pecans.
Oh, hold on a second. Hey, Warren. Hey, we just might as well talk about it because that's my number one too. The sweet potato, candy yams, marshmallows on top. Now, my mom made it without pecans. I'll eat it with pecans now. Yeah. I'd rather it without pecans, but I don't want it with big chunks. I wanted a little smaller chunks.
Yes.
That's how my mom made it.
Chocolate. You got to candy. You got to candy the pecans. You got to cook them with the butter and the brown sugar and candy them up.
The crazy thing is,
my mom and dad would be like, "Son, you cannot just eat the candy yams."
I can.
Be like,
I'm talking about plate, all yams.
Man, I remember my mama used to bring the bag. Remember they used to have the bag like the sack of potatoes?
Yep.
They used to have the yams in there like the Idaho potato. My mama come with the big old dude.
What's up, religious fanboy? Thanks for being here. Bryce, you're still back. Welcome back, buddy. Yeah, candy yams.
Well, let's get the cleaning. Now, I'm
not
what
I love about the candy yams? That marshmallow on top, but if it's done right and you broil the top just a little bit and it gets that crust, that little bit of like browned crust. And you like when you put the spoon in to get it, it crushes. It's like, oh, now that's right.
Man, I didn't have yams with marshmallows and pecans till I got with my wife and my mother-in-law made it. Cause my mom used to just make it without it, but she used to candy them so good you didn't need it. But, change your life.
My family now doesn't necessarily do it like that anymore, Warren, Eliot. Whoever brings them now, and I'm not a hater. I love it. It still tastes good. It's more of sweet potato souffle. So it's like really like it's all blended really
Yeah.
big. It's still candied, but it's all like blended, almost like a mashed potatoes. And then it's crusted on top with like baked pecans all on the top to make like a crust. And that's good too. I'd much rather the baked the other way with the marshmallows, but I'm still eating it. Yeah, that's definitely my favorite, my George, my number
I
one.
like that.
I can't wait till next week.
Oh man. Stop by on St. Tammy.
You done got him
knocking on the door.
excited.
Hey, look, you who's at the door? Oh, coming in for the yams. Where they at? The gumbo, the potato
My
salad.
Rushmore better be up in here today. I done spoke about it already too. You know what I want.
Oh, Jessica, that's the only way. Laugh out loud when it crushes. Yes, we do a carrot souffle.
I love a carrot souffle.
Oh, carrot
Shout out
souffle
to
is good.
Piccadilly's.
Yeah. Carrot's very similar. I mean, Agent Smith was asking earlier about the pumpkin pie. Pumpkin, sweet potato, and carrots can all be made very similar that you'd almost not know which one's which if you made it with the same ingredients.
The only
they're
thing
very
about
similar
carrots
once
is you
What's
gotta
that?
blend it. You gotta blend the carrots real good for it to have the consistency. Because
Right.
honestly, I'm gonna just give a spoiler. One of my Benjamins was glazed carrots, which is pretty much similar to the candied yams, but my mama did glazed carrots instead.
Well, look, hold on to that, because listen, we're here. It's time for the Benjamins.
Okay.
And you guys know how we do it. The 8 in the chat, don't go nowhere. Everything is good with 10 pounds of butter or sugar. Yes. Yeah, or heavy whip. That's what I'm looking for. So let's jump into our honorable mentions. We call them all about the Benjamins. Let's get it. You know how we do it. I've always said this. 10 of y'all back up in here. Thanks for being here. Hit the like button before you head out. And oh, by the way, our Facebook group and page are close to 1,000, both of them. Go and hit the like if you haven't, and invite some of your friends if you love being here. They would probably love being here too. You can hit the invite actually on the page and send it to 1,000 of your friends if you want to. That would be wild. But that's usually what I do for like Bryce and them. But guys, we call it Benjamins because Benjamin Franklin was considered the 5th guy potentially to be on the mountain, but he missed the mountain. And so we're going to talk about who missed our mountain today. Play a little game. We draft. It goes snake draft like a fantasy football draft. And ironically, Eliot, you're up first.
So let's bring it back.
You can bring in the glazed carrots, or you could jump somewhere else. That's fine.
No. Let's go back to revisit the glazed carrots.
You can revisit it. And your first
we talked about the
honorable
yams.
Glazed carrots.
So what you do, like they said, a lot of sugar, a lot of butter. You let that cook down with that vanilla. You could boil. Now there's 2 ways. There's canned way and there's fresh way. Fresh way, cut them up, boil them till that water almost down to like a juice. Pour that into that sugar and that butter, make a simple syrup, throw them carrots in there, cook them down to they candy. You feel what I'm saying? When I tell you, good food, but once again, it could be either that or sweet potato. So the yams, it go either way.
Yeah, I'm down. All right. So your first Benjamin off the list. And remember, we can't crush, so we can't say anything that's already been mentioned. Glazed carrots are off the board. Warren, what didn't we mention for you today?
I'm gonna have to go with good old cornbread.
Cornbread. All right. Now look, cornbread. Here's the key.
Certain way we do it though.
How you making it?
We do crawfish cornbread.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
Now
with fish, and you got some corn sprinkled in with some jalapenos.
I'm a fan. My wife has me make the cornbread all the time because I make it how my mom used to make it, and listen, again, it's out of box, Jiffy box, but instead you put the Jiffy box, you put the box, put 1 cup of milk, and then whatever, but I put in also like a half a cup of sugar and a half a cup of honey, and it becomes almost a dessert in that nature. So I'm a fan of the sweet cornbread side of things, unless, like you said, there's something added into it, like a crawfish or a jalapeno. I don't like just regular cornbread with nothing in it. That's my thing.
Nah, I'm gonna trip your head out. I've only had crawfish cornbread one time, and the time I had it, somebody had pat and hot sausage mixed into that too. Is
No, it's
that a
too much.
normal thing? Huh?
Oh, that sounds fantastic. Hey,
Sounds
Buck
good,
says
but
hello, people.
to me, you might have a little too much grease in that, and it might mess it up to me. But it sounds good.
Sounds good. I mean, if it's made right, it sounds good. I'm a fan of meat. I'm a fan of meat. Religious fanboy, thanks for being here. He says it's top 4: oyster stuffing, sweet potatoes, cheesy broccoli surprise. What is that? And cranberry jello salad. Fox says he's got to go. Jessica says crawfish cornbread is so good. Yes, it is. Y'all guys are making me hungry. And Kevin says I loved some patrons hot sausage.
That's
yeah,
Pat.
You're right.
Got to get
Yeah,
it
you're
right.
right.
Pat.
Yeah, you're right.
Hot
So
sauce.
Kevin, by the way, was my best friend in 7th, 8th grade, and we also reconnected. So, hey, look, religious fanboy, you're giving away my pick, kind of. My next pick is I'm going with autocorrect. I'm going with oyster dressing. I'm going with the good old Cajun oyster dressing. It's going to be my first pick. And if I'm gonna have dressing or stuffing, that's the one I want. It's more moist. I know that's a buzzword for some people. It kind of trips you out, but I like when one of the things I don't like about stuffing or dressing is when it's dry, and when usually you have oyster dressing, it's very moist and it's got its own kind of almost flavor, like almost gravy a part of it. It is so good. My aunt makes this, a different aunt makes this, and I always look forward to that. I get back-to-back picks though, guys. And it's coming back for the second round, back the other direction. My next pick, this is simple. I mean, this is as simple as could get. I don't know why we don't get these all year round, because we love to eat bread, but at Thanksgiving, you got to get the ready serve rolls, that little plate of ready serve rolls. It gets that little crust on the bottom. You peel that thing open, put some butter, and dip that joker in the dressing.
The booty roll.
You make it, the booty roll. And you making ham sandwiches. You making turkey sandwiches. We making sweet potatoes, whatever it is, man. That thing's dipping in everything. And I'm going ready serve rolls. Easy.
That's how I probably became a diabetic. I used to eat them by the dozen.
Oh, eat the whole bag. Man, these Texans are putting it on them. My goodness. All right. So it's back to you, Warren.
All right. Me, I'm gonna have to go with cranberry sauce. But
Oh,
good pick.
real cranberry sauce.
Come on now.
I'm talking about actually getting some cranberries, crushing them, cooking them down, making cranberry sauce.
It's good stuff. That is good stuff. Now, do you like cranberry sauce?
Of course.
Eliot? Yeah.
Of course. Unfortunately, I didn't grow up in a household of all the things that we made from scratch. Very few people I know I've seen make cranberry sauce from scratch. Everybody goes to the can now, so I can only imagine how.
I was gonna save it. Look, I was gonna save it till it came back around and be the joke, and I was gonna say it, even though we can't crush more. I was gonna say it because it's different, but I'm not going with real cranberry sauce. There ain't no way. I don't like it, but I will get the Jell-O mold one time a year and eat that thing like it is. Heck yeah! Slice that bad boy up on the turkey. Because I told you, my parents, we didn't do that. It just didn't do that. And that I love that my family, every time we go to Thanksgiving, they bring that can out and they say, this is for Kirk. Nobody's going to eat that except for him. And then they get the rest of the stuff. Yeah. I would have picked the other. But, Eliot, you get back-to-back picks.
Okay. Well, that's why my mama made the pumpkin pie for me, because I was the only person who literally ate the pumpkin pie. All right,
Yeah.
so we're on. I gotta bring these up because I'm shocked we didn't bring it up at all. Greens, mustard greens, collard greens.
Greens, beans, potatoes, and corn.
Yeah. I didn't hear nobody mention mustard greens, and that's a shocker to me because sometimes in certain households you see that on a Thanksgiving day.
Barry in the house. What is that, Barry? What did you put? Oh, that's turkeys. That's turkeys. It's a little small. All the turkeys. Barry. I'll tell you this. This is one of those things that didn't show up in my house. And honestly, we don't have a lot of Creole folks. We don't have a lot of African American folks that are showing up in my house. But I know that's a big to do. That's a big deal in New Orleans, in that heritage and that culture. This is just one of those things I didn't really have. Now, I will say this. I don't babysit. I worked with a guy that was handicapped. And he was in a wheelchair, and I would go to his Thanksgiving, and man, that mustard greens that were there, I was like, man, what was I missing? I mean, he had all kinds of stuff, soft shell crab, whole 9 yards. I'm like, what is here? Turtle soup.
Nah, if you're gonna do the collard greens, and I gotta say this, if you're gonna do the collard greens, if you ain't got no vinegar, hit it with the pickle juice.
Okay.
If you ain't got no vinegar, hit your collard greens with the pickle juice. You'll thank me later.
Nightbot's yelling at you, Barry. Beep boop. Stop spamming the symbols. Just kidding. Put Nightbot in the back, Barry.
And you say I got double or back?
You got another one, or some ketchup. Barry said, or some ketchup.
I know y'all talked about green bean casserole earlier.
Yeah,
but I gotta give another one to someone who long gone. My stepdaddy mama. She used to make broccoli and cheese casserole for Thanksgiving.
Oh, bro, you took it off. That was my next pick.
And when I tell you that broccoli and cheese casserole was amazing, similar thing. You get that cream of mushroom, get that broccoli, cook it up just right before it get that gray color, nice good green. Mix all of that together, put that cheese on top, let that cook till it get that perfect crisp. It'll bring you to church.
It will bring you to church. All right. So that's a good one. Man, that was my next pick. All right. Well, Warren, you up, and then I get 2 back-to-back picks.
All right. So we cook greens at my house, but I'm one of the few people that don't eat greens in my house. But the weird thing about me is I love cabbage. So cabbage is one that I like to have because I don't eat greens.
So how you making the cabbage?
Oh, you gotta have your ham hock in there. You gotta have your good butter, and you gotta have your pickled meat. And we love our double D sausage.
Yeah. So you gotta have a lot of double D sausage during Thanksgiving, don't you? So
yes.
Here's the thing. My wife does the cabbage and black-eyed peas for New Year's. It's probably the one time we get it. And listen, I can't love this meal anymore. With the ham hock in there, that ham hock usually probably comes from Christmas, the Christmas ham hock. It's hangover for about a week, and that joker gets thrown into that. And then and man, I love this. I've never seen it. Well, not at my house, at least. We've never had that. It's always been a New Year's thing. But I'm sold, man. That is heck yeah.
We like to have a lot of different choices.
I like it. I'm not low on picks, but I'm kind of because y'all took my last couple. Yeah, I might go there. Yeah, so you took all right. Here are my 2. Yeah, here are my 2 picks. Number 1, I'm going with the deviled eggs.
Okay.
Just regular deviled eggs with the yolk, filling with the mustard and all that jazz. Man, I love
on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going with deviled eggs. That's usually on the hors d'oeuvre side of things, kind of like the the prep, but they're getting on my plate. They're getting on my plate. Deviled eggs. They get on my plate. I'm eating a lot of them. They got that nice little tray, and it's got all look like a flower. Nah, I'm taking most of those, and I'm gonna finish it. And this is one that I did not like. So, this might make my list in 2 weeks. Honestly, this is one I did not like as a little kid, but I love them now. I love them now, big time. I am going with the roasted Brussels sprouts.
Ooh,
Cut them in half.
good choice.
Cut them in half, season right with butter and salt and hit them things up. But roasted Brussels sprouts. As a kid, I hated it. Man, I love them now. So that's what I'm finishing my mountain with today.
There you go.
And namely because y'all took my other ones. But roasted Brussels sprouts, still good stuff. So what do you finish your mountain with today? This is your 4th round, last pick, Warren.
I gotta go with stuffed bell peppers.
Oh, good choice.
Ooh. See, that's another meal I don't do for Thanksgiving. I like my stuffed bell peppers. They call them Dad stuffed bell peppers. I found a recipe online years ago, and I've doctored it up to mine, but I like it. And yeah, I make those probably once every 2 or 3 months. But I've never made them for Thanksgiving, but I would. I definitely would. Good pick. Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Final pick. Gotta give a shout out to my Gonzalez people. Certain houses at Thanksgiving, they're gonna have all your Thanksgiving food, your gumbo, your turkey, and all of that. But outside, they're gonna have some big old brothers with a boiling pot and they boiling turkey necks.
Oh, so listen. Brussels sprouts and turkey necks were my 2 I was trying to figure out. Am I going to go that or am I going to go turkey necks? Melinda Duvernay or Duvernay. Is that one of y'all friends? Melinda, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hello.
So I know Melinda. I know some Duvernays, and I got some friends that are Duvernay. How do you pronounce it? If you're from New Orleans area, it's Duvernay. But if you're not, you probably Duvernay. I used to actually have a guy that worked for me. He was a Muslim fella. His name was Duvernay. And I always said, man, I never heard it said like that. You here in Louisiana, but we said Duvernay.
Mm-hmm.
We used to call him Duve. Did you know the Duvernays, Warren?
I knew some
Pope John Paul.
That's a pretty popular name. I knew a few.
Yeah, they went to Pope John Paul. They play football and stuff. So Barry Bear said deviled eggs can be dangerous. Just saying. Yeah, I guess. That might be my dad. Your dad? Well, the Duvernays I know were Brian and Brad. Brian and Brad Duvernay. Oh, you talking about the guy that worked with me? The guy that worked with me was at Dish Network. He was at Dish Network. Is that you? Does he do bugs? Does he do bugs? Maybe. He did Dish Network back then. But anyways, I think he lived in the East. Did you live in New Orleans East? He lived in the East, if I remember correctly. But anyways, he used to work for me over at Dish Network when we were selling door to door. Anyways, guys, man, Thanksgiving. You guys have a blessed Thanksgiving. Melinda, thanks for being here. Let me shout you out real quick. So you coming at the end, but we'd love to have you. We'd love to have you here. We call the Rushmore Show, and we call our fans and our community the Scrum Squad. So this is for you. Oh, what'd she say? That's my name.
I think that's Walter, buddy.
His name is Walt. No, his name wasn't Walter. His name wasn't Walter. But you can call me Dax. Well, nice to meet you. And we do a top 4 every week. Next week, we're actually off, so we don't come back for 2 more weeks. We got 3 more weeks of food, and then we jump into video games for 2 months, music for 2 months, movies and TV for 2 months. That's the next 6 months out, or 7 months, because December is all food topics. We're doing soda, some food in movies, and movies that are food that you didn't like as a kid that you like now. That's my name. Awesome. Well, Melinda, thanks for being here, and welcome to the show. I'm going to send you a wrench before we head out. Guys, well, let me do this while I'm sending the wrench. Warren, thanks for being here. Man,
my brother.
To death. I wish I could hug your neck right now, the turkey neck.
Same here.
But I was a kid, we had some good times as a kid. And man, there's nothing. West Lawn, the group, the kids we had, we could have made an 80s movie out of that. Whether it was Billy, Nick, Marlon, Jeff, and Jimmy. I talk about Jeff and Jimmy all the time. Jeff was one of my best friends. Jimmy kind of bullied me as a kid, but that's all right. And then TJ and DJ and the girls that were around. I mean, we had so much fun on that block. And you left a little early, and I lived there my whole life. My sister still lives there, man. My sister still lives there.
I still do that every now and then.
Yeah.
Catch rumors.
In real life. Wait, hold on. What Melinda, that's my name. Hey, question. I met one of y'all from the Rushmore show. When? Was it at STCC this week? Was it at Louisiana RetroCon? When did you meet? In real life. Yeah. Do y'all remember me? I mean, we meet a lot of people. If I saw your face, I would probably definitely know, but I don't remember you by just your name. I don't remember you by your name, but I'm gonna send you. Yeah, I'm gonna send you a wrench here in a second. Yeah, that block was fun, man. The block was hot.
Yes.
And
yes.
Yeah, Dax.
It was at RetroCon. She probably seen me as well.
Yeah. If you was at RetroCon, was it this last one with Sonic the Hedgehog?
Mario.
I was the one that was preaching. So
the Mario Brothers.
Not Sonic. I preached on Mario. And the next one coming up has already been announced, and we will be there too. So if you come back to it, we'll be there. Dax William DeVerne. Yeah, listen, I remember your name kind of because Dax was cool. Did you win a prize? Listen, Dax, did you win a prize from me off my table? I'm pretty sure you did. Now
Dax, are you a comedian?
Is he a comedian, Dax? Might be. I think he's. You gave me You gave me a knife that had anime on it. It's got a Final Fantasy character on it. Yes, it's got Pain from Final Fantasy X. Yep. I do remember you. Absolutely. Well, thanks for being here, buddy.
Somebody said it was their birthday before Dax had talked.
Oh, yeah. Whose birthday? Let me go back. Thanks for shouting that out.
Oh, you welcome.
Name, does he do
I've been reading the comments, laughing the whole show.
In real life. Today is my birthday. Can you sing before? Listen, Barry, is it really your birthday? I love you to death, Barry. Here you go. You ready? I'm going to sing to you. Happy birthday to Barry. Happy birthday to Barry. Happy birthday, dear Barry. Happy birthday to you.
Birthday.
Midnight.
We did not harmonize.
Well, Barry, I love you, man. Love that you are part of our community so much. Dax, thanks for coming in. And before we leave, Eliot, one more time, tell everybody where they can find you, how they can find you, what you got going on, and then we'll head out.
Okay. Well, I host a podcast called the I Hustle Podcast. I do 10 episodes a year. I highlight entrepreneurs and people who walking through different walks of life. You can find that on my Instagram page at Infomux Media. That's INFOMUX. You'll see my little comedy and drama mask. You can also find me on Instagram at Chef247 Comedy. That's Chef247 Comedy. I do a little bit of everything. I do comedy. I got some cooking stuff coming up. Some of my content is kid friendly. Some of it is not. And I have age restrictions. Just to let you know, I'm overall I'm a type of guy I like to live life. I have adventures. I do different stuff. I traveled with Kenan Thompson last year, so I ventured out a lot in comedy. And I'm just overall here to entertain, spread knowledge, and just show what peacefulness looks like.
Man, you travel with Kenan?
Yes, I so last year Kenan had a thing that he was trying to discover new comedians, and I got to be a part of the team. It's called 360 Comedy now. Miss Sherry runs it, and Kenan was a big supporter of Miss Sherry, and He showed up to the shows. He used his name and recognition to get us booked in the different venues. I actually got to go to Santa Monica last year, which is the furthest I've ever been in my life so far. I got to perform at Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club in Las Vegas. And I've been doing comedy for, well, since a kid, but professionally for about 10 years. And I've been in radio. I do ring announcing for boxing every now and then. And I make my own seasonings as well besides cook. I am what you call a hustle. That's why it's called I Hustle. But I've
Yeah. So hey,
been
look,
working hard.
everybody, go and follow. I put info mucks in the chat. Melinda, I'm sorry, Dax, I sent you a wrench, and you said that you're going to be here more often. Listen, as many times you come, you're welcome here. You're part of the community. Everybody's a part of the community. Thanks for being here. Thank you. Happy birthday to Barry. Bryce, thank you for being here. Warren, thank you for being here. Do me a favor, guys. Go and support all the people in the community. YouTube is not easy. And all the support people can get, the better. Follow. Look, Bryce is dropping his chat. If you have a channel, drop it in your chat right now. Oh, guys, I am such a poor host. I forgot to tell you what we're supposed to do at the end because I don't have Andy here, for goodness sakes. So at the end, you guys are going to say and nothing more. Just say and nothing more. But yeah. Hey, so with that being said, guys, we love you. We thank you. You guys are welcome again. Warren, you're welcome again. Eliot, you're welcome again. By the way, we love wrestling.
When you want me to come back, I'll come back.
Do some wrestling in the movies and TV section from here on out.
Okay.
If you want to come on for a wrestling podcast, we've done plenty of those. We've done about 7 or 8 of them, but we still got some more to do. And if you want to come on again, we'll definitely. And Beans, that your comedy. We're gonna talk funny movies, comedy movies, all kinds of that as well. We've already done comedians. We've already done comedy movies. We've already done skits, live skits. Bryce said he just subbed to Infomux. Good job, man. Thanks. And then we love you both, man. So don't go nowhere before we head out. But y'all are both absolutely invited. This is how it is. So everybody, it's time to go. You know how we do this thing. Let's see if we can get this together because I didn't share with them. So this is the Rushmore Show, where it's all about your top 4
and nothing more.
Peace. And look, I'm not even ready for this either. And go.